You're beautiful. Okay, and so you're going to talk to me, but I'm going to be right behind the lens.
Okay.
So, so if you could start just by telling me your name and where your family's from.
My name's Jennifer Anandaraja, and my family is from Sri Lanka.
And what happened?
We came to the U.S. seeking political asylum in 2003, and our case was denied because we didn't have enough evidence to prove as Tamil minorities our lives would be in danger if we were sent back to Sri Lanka. So our case was denied in 2006, and my father was arrested by Immigration Customs Enforcement officers because his lawyer hadn't filed for a motion to stay deportation, which would allow him to stay in this country. So my father was in detention at the Elizabeth Detention Center for 2.5 years, and me and my mother were separated from him. We were living in Newark. We were living in pretty bad conditions, and in 2009, my father was finally released, and he was placed on the ankle bracelet. And he was on the ankle bracelet for about 4 years. And early this year, my parents were both placed in imminent deportation proceedings. And at this point, we'd exhausted all of our legal venues. So there wasn't anything really we could do to legally halt the deportation, like nothing we could file. So we reached out to organizations like American Friends Service Committee and New Jersey Communities United and our community members, and we organized a community-led campaign, and we signed petitions and made phone calls, and we also rallied in front of the Newark ICE office, and we were able to get their deportation halted until April of next year, and we were also able to get my father's ankle bracelet removed after 4 years. So now we're just waiting on Obama to make his move to see what we can do.
And how did the detention of your father affect your family?
It was very difficult for us because, one, my father was really the only one working in our family. My mother had health conditions that prevented her from working, and they only worsened after my father got arrested. So financially, it was really difficult for both of us, but also mentally, it was really a terrible struggle because we didn't know, we lived day to day with helplessness, and we were really scared that one day we would wake up and they'd say my father was deported back to Sri Lanka, where we knew, being a Tamil minority, and especially being a failed political asylum seeker, his life was definitely in danger, and we knew that death was more than likely for him. So it was just a very scary, helpless situation.
And why did you come to Washington?
I came to Washington because I know that it's not just my family that's struggling in this immigration nightmare almost. It's countless other families, and I think it's time that they realize we're not cases, we're not criminals, we're not illegal aliens, we're simply undocumented, but we're human beings coming here to seek a better life and a better future because the opportunities that this country offers aren't available to us in our countries. So I don't think that what we're doing is wrong in any way, and I feel that Congress needs to realize that we're not simply pieces of paper or cases or money or profit. We're human beings, and they need to realize us and treat us with the dignity that is due to us.
And then I want to go back just a second, because I thought it helped when you were talking about, you made a reference, but the idea of seeking refugee status. Could you explain just a little bit, what that concept is, what the basis for that was?
Seeking.
When you
for me
personally,
right?
It's not that your family was seeking refugee status, but
right.
It was disallowed. Could you say and it can be, you don't have to think about that, you already said some of it, so
Okay.
Tell that part again.
Okay. Well, in Sri Lanka, because we have the Sinhalese majority and the Tamil minority, and there was a civil war in Sri Lanka, and the Tamils lost their fight for an independent nation. So my father we fled because at that time Tamils were in danger, and so we left the country because our lives were in danger. And because we'd filed for political asylum here, it's known that when failed Tamil political asylum seekers are sent back to Sri Lanka, their lives are very much in danger, and many of them have been subject to torture and death. So that is why we filed political asylum here, but our case was denied on the basis that we weren't providing enough evidence that our lives would be in danger if we were deported.
Thank you.
Thank you.